Hidalgo, who averages 24 points a game, 23.7. As you get a look at their head coach, that's Niele Ivey in her 5th season. And she has really, really grown this program, which was good anyway. As Muffet McGraw, John, certainly got things going for Notre Dame. They've won some national championships. Lafayette will just do their best to see what they can do against this team, as Caval can't get it to fall. Caval is outstanding. She averages 11 rebounds and 13.3 points a game. Does not drop that one.
And of course, the name Muffet McGraw will be familiar to a lot of folks here in the Lehigh Valley. Spent a lot of years, a lot of successful years across the valley at Lehigh. And there's Caval inside, and she is a force defensively.
Judy cannot get it, as Caval averages 15, has 15 blocks on the year, and that basket is knocked down by Sonia Citron. She puts Notre Dame on the board.
Terrific spin move. This team is just loaded with not just athletes, Gary, more than that, they're skilled players. They can dribble, they can pass, they shoot, they run a terrific system. And Lafayette's going to have all they can do to stay in this game.
Looking to go, a nice little head fake go, but the pass, as we take a look at the Lafayette starting 5, John, and for the first time, Kay Donahue is in there. She now is Lafayette's leading scorer.
Well, Kay Donahue is aggressive offensively, and that's something that Coach Kia Damon Olsen is looking for. They open up in his own hit. We take a look at Notre Dame's starting 5. Obviously, Hannah Hidalgo is averaging 23, but I'm going to talk in a moment about Olivia Miles and the numbers she has put up. It was a toss-up between impact players. Of course, Notre Dame has 6 averaging double figures.
John, to talk about the experience on this team outside, that doesn't go. Good look, however, that time by Kay Donahue, but out of the pack for Notre Dame comes Citron. Drops it off for a 3. It's put up. It is knocked down. Basket by Kassan Prosper. That's her 4th triple of the year. They have made a bunch of them. They shoot 35% from beyond the arc. Yeah,
in transition, when you got to get back. Lafayette started in a 2-3 zone. I like it. Just try to force Notre Dame to the perimeter. Maybe slow the game down a little bit. The last thing you want to do against Notre Dame is get off into a trap meet. How about that one?
Oh, they needed it. As Najanaya Gizi knocks down the roster. Talk about experience. They have 556 starts on their roster.
And that, that speaks to cohesiveness. And, when they get into ACC play, how about Citron with the step back? I mean,
nice step back. She's got 4. She was last year's MVP in the ACC tournament. She is an All-American. Nice job again by Donahue. Kay Donahue puts it up, averaging 11.3. Leads the team in scoring. There goes Hidalgo, and she'll put it up. And she'll put, that was Olivia Miles.
Yeah, that was Miles, a local product. She born and raised in Phillipsburg, but attended Blair Academy.
They take Caval out, so they take out 6'5", bring in 6'1", and Emma Risch. Risch is a sophomore, outside, knocked down. I'll tell you, Kay Donahue, I'm sure she loves this environment. She just loves the game of basketball, and she loves competition.
Newly inserted into the lineup. How about the step back?
Does not go. Good rebound.
Of course,
you're going to look at the Leopards.
Yeah, Abby Antignoli, of course, she's a little Miss Do-It-All for the Leopards. Stuffs the stat sheet, but more than anything else, brings a fearlessness and a leadership to this program.
Citron with a block down the floor. That does not go. We're going to get a foul. At the line is Hidalgo. She's a 77% free throw shooter. She gets her first point. John, last season, and she became one of only 2 players in the nation with 20 points average, 5+ rebounds, 5+ assists. The other one, Caitlin Clark.
Not bad company. Pretty good company.
The ball comes back in. As I said, they don't have too many people on the bench. So getting a break is Citron. Antignoli. Abby gets it down in the ball game to Emma Shields. Emma, Lafayette's taller player. She cannot get that shot. She's at 6'3", out of Troy, New York. Emma missed the first couple of ball games with injury. That one is knocked down. Bucket good by Miles.
They're giving you a glimpse of why they average 25 points a quarter. They don't waste any time at all.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned that they average 99.7 points per game. They give up 55, so that tells you the kind of differential when they play an opponent. Knocked down, nice move. As Kiewit puts it down. That was a good move. Nice crossover dribble, step back. There's Hidalgo. She'll knock it down for 3.
Boy, you know, you think you're playing well and aggressively. Lafayette's making some shots. You look up and you're down 7 this early. Now, 7's not bad against this team, but what Notre Dame can do to you.
Well, it certainly has been a good 6 minutes for Lafayette. I don't think we can deny that. They've gotten some good shots, and they've made some decent shots. Niele, no, good look, however, does not fall. Here comes Olivia Miles. John, this is like a tennis match for us.
It really is.
The pace is unbelievable. Emma Risch with a triple. Her 5th, scored 790 points as a freshman. She was Rookie of the Year in the ACC. She was Defensive Player of the Year in the ACC. And the 790 points are...
Any chance at all to keep this thing respectable, you got to take care of the basketball, and so far so good for the Leopards.
They go inside to Caval. Nice job by the defense. #1 post player recruit as a freshman this year. Came to the U.S. in 21 and has herself an easy layup.
Boy, she just dominated inside. Lafayette had good position, but sometimes it's tough to coach 6'5" and good hands.
It's nice to coach 6'5".
Well, it is. You can't do it.
It's tough to coach defending 6'5", I guess. That shot doesn't go. Good look. Lafayette's had good looks. Quickly, Miles kicks it to the corner. And they'll ping it around a little bit. Good ball movement by Notre Dame. That does not get rewarded, however. And the ball's stolen away. That's a typical play by Hidalgo.
Yeah, she got more steals than Bonnie Parker. I mean, she is all over the place. And that's her calling card right there.
Ivey working against her and forces Lafayette in his zone. Miles, well, you know, a couple of step fakes and then drop a triple.
About the pass by Miles, left-handed, cross court. That ball goes down. That's one reason why. That's a good idea. Couldn't execute it.
Tried the back cut. It's going to Niele, just not quite get open enough as Ivey's pass was just a hair behind her. We're going to play a little bit of time and score here. Final minute.
Lafayette was kind of hanging around on the glass in the first 5 minutes of this game, but boy, it is a pretty game when it's played well.
That will be on Judy.
Over and over and over again. You talked about the chemistry, Gary. That was a perfect illustration.
Prosper on the foul line, knocks it down. 80%.
Not counting that one.
Well, we have to count it. Sitting on 10 for a bit. Check it. That's Niele. Ivey gets fouled. No call. And that's going to go. Niele, Salda gets the rebound, kisses it off the glass.
Confidence. And there you see that Ivey got hit on that one, and you did too. And there's Niele, and now she completes the three-point play.
Foul was called on Risch. Leopard's first foul shot of the game. Down by 15. Wait for a final shot. Will the Irish? That one does not go. Boy, every one of their shots, however, looks so pure.
Oh, yeah.
They've got a great release. And the first quarter is in the books. Well, yellow lines means John's drawing.
Yeah, well, you talk about triangles and overloads. Watch this. You're going to see Caval come to the middle right here and a touch pass. Olivia Miles is such a good passer, Gary. She knows what she's going to do with the ball before she gets it. Vision, imagination, really good player.
Niele, no, another good look. Can't get it to fall, but she does get her own rebound. Long shot, long rebound. Ivey from outside. Ivey can't get that one over the front of the rims. Two good looks, neither one would drop. Here's Gabby on the sideline.
Hey guys, so we talked about turnovers right in the beginning, and so far Notre Dame has scored 8 points off of Lafayette's 5 turnovers. And that last game with the Leopards and Maris was able to score 11 points off their turnovers. So limiting the turnovers, it was really quick in the beginning, a lot of back and forth. Still got to limit the turnovers and still got to get on top of those rebounds, guys.
Absolutely right, Gabby. We just have to play the game. We know we're up against an all-star basketball team for sure. But just do the basics, as you talked earlier, Gabby. Do the fundamentals. Let the chips fall where they may. Good basket by Scanamilio.
And the point made by Gabby, in the first 5 minutes, Lafayette had only turned it over twice, and they were playing respectful basketball. How about
Hidalgo? They have 7 triples already in the game. They're 7 for 14. The lead is the largest right now at 19 points. Ivey will redirect traffic. Number 10 is Tasha Chudy, 6'2" sophomore out of Saratoga Springs. Ivey again directing traffic, drops the ball off to Kiewit. Now they got to put it up. Shot clock is a problem, and a nice drive. Somebody's getting a little confidence today. That's not Janaya Geezy. She's had a couple of nice plays.
And Gary, we haven't seen this kind of offensive production from her in a while.
I was just going to say, your player Miles almost knocked that one down, did not quite go.
Strong move to the bucket. And against the shot clock, Gary, find a way to get it to the rim.
Nice quick crossover dribble. There's a nice out of bounds play. Olivia Miles. She now has double figures. She has 10.
You talked about their skill. That's athleticism right there. That's getting up in the air higher than anybody else and finishing in midair.
She's ranked number 21 in the nation by ESPN. She had 20 and 10 assists against Mercyhurst, 17 against Purdue, 16 and 8 assists against James Madison. Way outside, Hidalgo, pretty.
Their transition stuff, you know, it's not layups.
Clock is winding down. Abby's going to come off the screen. Doesn't get it. Ball tipped, and there's Hidalgo. Nice pass. Miles sets her feet. Wow, they're not even hitting the rim.
Wow. It's just the ball movement. And when you've got 5 kids that can shoot the basketball on the perimeter, you tip your cap. This is a heck of a basketball team.
They're not playing like it's a foreign gym. Baskets are the same everywhere, I guess. Again, under 5 on the shot clock. Put up and knocked down. Tasha Chudy with a bucket. Came in averaging 6 points per game. Oh, I think that was supposed to be a alley-oop.
Yeah, and it went awry, as they say. Here comes Donahue.
Kay's left down the paint. Oh, she went left-handed. Oh, what a pretty move by Kay Donahue. Foul on Citra.
She's meeting that. I have not seen this kind of aggression from her till this day.
It seems like she's just naturally reacting to, and sometimes the speed helps that. You just naturally do what you think you're supposed to do. I've seen some crossover dribbles today by her we didn't see most of the season so far. Caval inside, knocks it down.
We talk about a skilled big person. The footwork and the left-handed finish. Come on, another one of those players that just fits in.
They have 4 players not dressed today. We'll talk about that in a second as that shot's blocked. KK Bransford, Maddie Westfeld, by the way, 881 rebounds last year.
This is crazy.
Another triple. You can see why they're number 6 in the nation. South Carolina 1, UConn 2, USC 3, Texas is 4. That does not drop. UCLA is 5, and Notre Dame, I think, will do their best to play for a national championship. Here we get a bang. That's another thing Kay Donahue likes to do. She gets a little ticked off. She's been involved in 9 Final Four appearances for Notre Dame as both a player and an assistant. 3 straight trips to the Sweet 16. And if you want to add a little PS, her son, Jaden, is a player on the NBA Detroit Pistons, and he's been lighting it up of late, and he's been a great addition to the Pistons.
Some basketball DNA in that family, and they're going to get a held ball. Creates a turnover.
Hidalgo. How pretty is her release?
Yeah.
She has 21 points.
She saw her teammate over there and found a way to get it. in the neighborhood.
Judy. Abby. Judy. Inside, nice spin move. Hey, pretty play. Tasha Judy. The doggo, she got banged.
Not see the court, see the game. And we're seeing an example of some of it today.
Doggo is perfect from the foul line until that shot.
Thank you, Mr. Lafayette announcer.
He's 5 for 6.
Keeps the lead at 30.
Boy, it just doesn't seem like Lafayette has played to a 30-point deficit. Gives you an indication of how quickly they score. Another nice play. Pretty. Kay Donahue. She's taking it to another level.
She sure is. And good for her. There's another nice pass. Inside out. Set shot.
Miles, no. Abby down the floor. Head up. Looking around. Salda for 3. Whoa! That's a pretty play. Been a good weekend for Lafayette Athletics. Good winner by the football team. Nice pass inside. And kind of a squeeze foul that time. Not sure who they'll call it on. Notre Dame here for basketball today. Lafayette lead.
Notre Dame and Purdue. They did the exact same thing to the Boilermakers at Purdue. How about that play?
Good save. And they'll get another possession, and then they can work it for a final shot. Miles.
Here she's playing with one shoe.
Nice pass. Good job. The Leopards with some good defense.
I mean, there's a lot of excitement. By the way, one of the more prominent Notre Dame graduates is in the crowd tonight, but she's got an interesting connection to Lafayette. She happens to be our president, Nicole Hurd, who has a degree from that school in South Bend. A very proud graduate is Nicole, and what a job she has done here on our campus.
But dressed as a Lafayette Leopard
I checked
today.
it right away. As soon as she walked in, I wanted to make sure I didn't see any green or blue, and she got her Leopard spots.
They're great fans, her and her husband, Bill. They are in this gymnasium. Bill, almost every ball game. Nicole, her schedule doesn't always allow her to be here, but she gets here as often as she can.
Ooh, she got hit.
I thought she got hit on the wrist. She didn't complain, though, so maybe it was a clean block. It's Citron and Caval, Hidalgo, Miles, and Prosper for Notre Dame. For Lafayette, it's Antonoli, Chudy, Donahue, Najaniah Geezy, and Smith.
On the first strip down defensively. Oh boy, how about those quick hands? Lafayette went man-to-man.
Quickly down the floor to Miles. Miles drops it off unselfishly, gives the ball to Citron, who puts it up and in.
Transition basketball, Gary. They have been really good in transition, and primarily when Lafayette has turned it over. You know, Gary, just the quickness though and the physicality, it makes you work harder. Abby needs when to go.
Abby has not scored now in 6+ quarters. I don't think I've ever said that since she came on campus. Man,
that's crazy.
That is a beautiful shot by Olivia Miles. They've got size, they've got quickness, they've got shooting ability, they play defense.
And the bad news for the opponents is it's hard for Coach Ivey to empty the bench. They only got 8 healthy players.
Only 7. I forgot about Leah King, who averages 17.7 a game. How about that move by Prosper with a reverse layup? Leah King, 9.7 rebounds a game, 17.7 points. Salda, 5 on the shot clock. Shot clock has not been Lafayette's friend of late. Emma Shields has it stripped by Miles.
Yeah, Abby picks her pocket.
And gets one to fall. It's been a while. That's the first bucket of the second half for Lafayette. And finally, the drought for Abby comes to an end. Nice pass.
Just a pick and roll right there. Another good rebound by Sauda.
Won't want to see that tape. Abby, yes! Back to back.
They're so good and they're so quick. They outrun mistakes. Even when they make mistakes, they get rewarded.
That's not a stat, is it? Not running mistakes?
Well, you know what? How about that move, Hidalgo? Huh. That's magic right there.
Drops that one down. She has 21.
How about splitting the defense and taking it in? This backcourt, if there's a better backcourt in the country.
You know, I'm going to be forced now to watch the USC game.
Absolutely.
Salda! Oh my goodness!
Gotcha! Dying easy.
She has 14 points. Her career high is 15.
Gotcha. Downtown. Yeah, boy.
Come on, nice. Slip screen, drop down, easy layup.
Yeah, when you have a 6'5" kid that can catch and finish, it redefines what the old pick and roll used to look like.
Oh, great pass.
Come on, Emma.
Has it blocked by Caval. Nobody could beat Miles to the basketball. Oh, pretty no look. Up and in, Hidalgo.
Well, I thought Notre Dame was going to show up, not the Globetrotters. That was a little, as they say, French pastry. Were incredible.
So we should have a nice play, Kay Donahue. She's had a good ball game. She has 11.
You know, Gary, real quickly, we mentioned Muffet McGraw when she was coaching over at Lehigh, Lafayette's arch rival, against Lafayette's Hall of Fame coach Pat Fisher. The point guard for the Leopards was none other than Beth Mowins, and if that name is familiar, of course, she is of ABC and ESPN fame. Has really been one of the premier women's broadcasters.
Another triple thrown up, this time by Rish.
They wait in the locker room. And I thought, there goes our break. We're going to have double sessions, wind sprints all over the place. Look at Kate Donahue. Wow. And we get into the locker room, and Butch looks at the team, and he says, listen, guys, I'm not teaching it right. You're not learning it right. What we're going to do is I want you guys to go up the hill, hit your exams. I'm going crazy. I said, Butch, you've been fired before. I need a job. And a strong finish by Miles again. But Gary, the kids go home. They come back on January 1st. I'm doing the schedule as we'll take a look at Miles finish this. They come back. I was doing the schedule, so we scheduled our exhibition game on January 2nd. We come back January 1st. We have a double session. We play a club team from New Jersey on January 2nd and lose by 1. We have a practice on January 3rd, and on January 4th we beat David Rivers and in Notre Dame by 15, 83-68. And it was never in doubt. It was an incredible night.
Didn't they come from the Garden?
They came from Philadelphia.
Okay.
It was a mistake them coming here. How about that pass? Oh my goodness! Now Miles is putting on a show.
What we didn't see, just to make a point, I'll let you continue, but we didn't see Miles on the inbounds play just simply hit it off the back of a Leopard who turned her back on her.
Unbelievable.
And got the layup. Go ahead.
So we were supposed to go out to South Bend to play, but CBS Television called, and they wanted to do a national game with Notre Dame and Louisville on the date that we were going to go out there. So Oli Koloval, our AD at the time, and Gene Corrigan, the AD at Notre Dame, they're trying to find a date. Well, finally, they couldn't come up with one. Notre Dame says, listen, we're going to be in Philadelphia on January 2nd. Do you have anything around that time? Oli goes, oh, yeah. He didn't even check the schedule. Oh, yeah, we did. So they come in here, and there was as much blue and green as you see in tonight. And, boy, were they in for a shock. Otis Ellis had 35 points.
Does not drop at the end of the quarter. By the way, we just set a record for the longest trivia answer in the history of our trivia questions.
It'll be fun to watch him in March and remember when. Look at this finish.
That's Miles. But remember, she's up against the Defensive Player of the Year in the ACC. Well, there you go, John.
Yeah. It's, you know, she's just, confidence is never going to be an issue with Abby.
In the 19 championship, they lost in that ball game to Baylor. They lost to UConn in 2014 and 15 in the championship, and lost to Baylor and Texas A&M in 2011 and 12. Whoa, Salda again? Well, I thought you envisioned a comeback. How about if we keep them under 100? How would that be? Scored 105 against Mercyhurst, 102 against Purdue.
Feeling it, Abby?
Not quite. Back of iron. Should be Lafayette ball. It is off of Miles. She is 4 for 8 from beyond the arc, 6 for 13 shooting the basketball overall. And there is another highlight. That's Haley Smith. And Lafayette needs Haley Smith to start scoring. Leopards have certainly had their moments too. Good for them. Hidalgo.
Wow.
Whoa.
Just incredible. Abby came so close to knocking that ball away with a little fade screen on the weak side. And boy, Hidalgo, what a touch.
Hidalgo now has 26 points. She is 5 for 6, John, from beyond the arc.
That's a nice pass.
And Kay Donahue says, I can do that. Kay Donahue with a career high. Up and in, basket by Koval.
Here, this is a good basketball game. Lafayette is doing some things that Coach Damon Olsen is going to be happy with.
Down by 30.
Problem is, at the other end, Notre Dame is making it look so easy.
Oh, baseline drive. Kay Donahue. She has 18. Lafayette zone.
There's that fade screen. You got to get around that thing.
Pull-up jumper. They don't miss either. That's Citron. She has double figures. Ooh, she thought she had it.
That's way down. Look at Koval. Look at Koval dribble the ball up the floor.
Koval up and in. Koval now with double figures. Our next LSN broadcast and ESPN Plus will be Rosemont, and then we'll play on the 24th. That's a 1 o'clock game. And then we've got a nice tournament here at Lafayette. Teams coming in as Hidalgo gets another bucket. Binghamton, Niagara, and Long Island will come in for a 3-day tournament.
Getting in the way of Koval.
Hidalgo's career high is 35. That's a nice play by Abby.
Little step back. She has to shoot it quickly. Really nice possession, and it got them a good look. And we're going to call a timeout just to get some fresh bodies in.
We'll get our first look at Kylie Favors, number 4. Our first look at Bryn Beeford, 11 foul shots. We've shot 2. It indicates their defense.
Yeah, but the game has had such a nice flow to it. That's part of the reason why when the ball goes in the basket like that.
Rish with another triple. Rish now with 14. Under a minute with Notre Dame with 90 points. Doesn't go. Here they come again. Miles head up. How about that? Oh. Unable to get the bucket is Citron. She gets it back, drops it off, and going to the foul line will be Hidalgo.
In that 10-second sequence, you saw 2 of the nicest bounce passes you're ever going to see. You talk about being the eyes of your receiver. Watch Miles set this play up. She sees that cut well before it happened, and then watch this one. A steal here and another bounce pass. We talked about how the bounce pass is so important in traffic area. Hits the floor, it comes up, and all the receiver has to do, they're already in the shooting motion, is just catch and finish. This team knows how to play.
They have played 7 players, 6 of them in double figures, and the one who isn't right now has 9 points, and that's Prosper. 91 is, at the moment, the least number they have scored. Zarinskis. No, good look though. Gets it back. But stolen away by Miles. It's 2-on-1. Miles is going to hold it up, let it run out. Nice job by Niele Ivey. And I'll tell you what, John, I'm going to sit here and applaud this ball game myself.